Good afternoon. Here we are with my partners Nicolás Quesada, Patricio Fernandez, and the entrepreneur that we choose, Pelayo Valenzuela. Well, Pelayo did an entrepreneurship lab last summer, very similar to what we choose this semester. Well, Pelayo, can you tell about your project and entrepreneurship that you did last summer?
I did a summer league last summer in Cachagua for all the literal sector, and I had a lot of team playing in January. I tried to do it in February, but I don't have many teams because the people go in January to that sector, and I think that worked very well because I have very success with the summer league and the clients support my project and have a very good time playing. Tell me about your project.
Our project is something similar. We like to in the beach have a stand to give the clients um, a spike ball center, uh, soccer ball to play, and all the things that you will need in the beach to have a good time. So I think that it disconnect our two projects, and it's similar to the clients and all the forces that are involved in this project are very similar. So I would like to start asking you about how did you promote this project?
I start with a friend of the school, and we start promoting with our friends, mouth by mouth, by Instagram, Facebook, and all the social media we have our reach, and that start very well. And when we arrive to the beach, like for New Year, we start giving flyers, advising our summer league to the people, and I think we have a very success because a lot of people contact with us, and we have to leave a lot of teams out of the league because all the teams that contact us.
And of all these promotions that you do, what the what which one do you think that have the best results in get to know the people?
I think the better promotions were the social media because all the nowadays all the people use it, and if you see in social media that your friend is going to enter a summer league, you will think I should sign it, and all the people think like that, and all the people contact us because their friends or the friends of their friends contact with us, and I think that our success come from this place.
Thank you.
Another question that will be really helpful for us is that which were the biggest threats you faced with your suppliers in the summer league?
Uh, we we don't have very suppliers, a lot of suppliers, because we only need like the referees and the pitch and the football pitch. The football pitch, there are a little amount, so we have a little range to negotiate with the owners of the beach. So we have to pay the price that they were to us, because if we don't pay, another one could ask him and pay the price that they were telling us to pay. But with the referee, there were a lot of referees in the sector, so we choose the more cheap to do it well.
And which threat could we have to face in our entrepreneur?
The threats is that the people of the clients don't want to play football and would like to do another activities in their summer. Like they could do another sports like tennis, golf. They they could go to the beach or something like that, or they could go to other clubs. Like in the sector are a lot of clubs that you will go to entertain.
Thank you for that.
Well, another thing so important are the substitutes that maybe present us in our project. So my question is, what do you think a substitute can be for our project?
A substitute for your project, like my project, it could be the other activities that you could do, like all the sports you could do on the beach, or all the other things you could do to spend your time. Like I said, tennis, golf, go swimming, go to the beach, go I don't know, go to party, go all the things you could do in the summer or just stay in your home and relax and doing nothing.
Okay, and another thing so important to have success in entrepreneurship are the competitors. So when you realize your project, how many competitors you have? Tell me something of that.
My competitors were the principal clubs in the sector because if the if my clients want to play in the clubs and they are members of the club, they could go easily and they could go for free because they are members of this club. But I have another competitor in Maitencillo. It is like near in the sector that they also arranged to form a summer league, and a lot of the teams go to their summer league because the people in Maitencillo is nearby to this league and it's more comfortable staying in their sector.
And do you think this situation affect your project or your entrepreneurship?
I think that my project was very successful because how like how I say I have a lot of things that I reject, so I think that the competitor of the other league doesn't affect my project because I have a lot of team and I full all my space.
I think that being in charge of a league in the beach, it requires a lot of organization. And do you like that time doing the internship and because of all the difficulties that you have in this?
I think it's a very great experience because you interact a lot with your clients to arrange the matches, to suspend. You learn a lot of the doing business in these situations, and I think that in some point you were a little bit stressed because you don't know if you will earn your money back or you will. Or the league is going to work. But if the league works, I think it's a very good experience, and and I fully recommend it.
Ah, but in some point, do you have the fear that that you will not earn your money back?
Of course, it's a risk that you take doing these projects, but if with the pass of time you are realizing that your project is going to work, and with that you were chilling out and
It's more peaceful.
more peaceful time.
Yeah. Um, well, and from the market, the segment that you appoint, uh, which age do you appoint?
I have two categories in the league. I have a more the or more of your age, like the student or a little bit older. That it's the bear is my main segment, like young people, 20 to 26, because they like to play football, doing sports. And I have a senior that is for more older adults, more older guys that who like to play, but it's a more relaxed way to play because they don't have to play with 20 years olders that are in better shape or play better football than them.
And did you if you do this the next year, you will appoint the same segments or you will um, have another one from older people or younger people, the legal guys?
I think I will erase the older one because this one this uh, does not was very successfully. I think I will avoid more to the younger people because it's uh, the main client and it was very successful.
For our project, I think that our main public uh, is going to be guys like 12-year-olds to 20-year-olds, and that I will think that is our segment. But because they are the ones to go to the beach and play games in it to have fun, do you think that we need to appoint another segment to have more funds, or it's okay?
I think that the segment that you are avoiding is good because these are the people that go to the beach to have fun. Because the older people, the younger people, doesn't really know what. So the younger people doesn't really know what they are doing, and the older people just go to the beach to relax and chill with his friends.
Well, as you heard in our project, we are going to have a lot of talking with the people, like give the ball, taking it back. So I would like to know how was your relationship with your customers, because I assume you deal a lot with them.
Yeah, I deal a lot with them because I need them to pay me. I need to arrange the matches to suspend by I don't know, and a team that does not present. I think that the more less comfortable situation is to the one that you have to they have to pay you. But after that, all is more relaxed and they are very understanding with you and they just want to have fun and you are just giving helping with them.
And what do you think is the most convenient for us? Talking about we have to take back balls and be very cautious with the lending about our things.
You think you are going to be very careful with your things that they don't steal it. I recommend that you have a certain area on the beach and don't let them take the things away or lend them to his friends. You are very carefully with that things.
Another point with that is maybe we could take their ID to and give it back to them when they return the things that we borrowed them. It's a good idea.
It's a good idea, or simply just take more money, like if like a guarantee. You will take and if they don't pass your his ID,
Oh,
you will take more money, and if they take it back, you will take his money back.
it's another point of view.
Okay, about the new competitors, you just have an experience with that. when you realize your entrepreneurship, it appears some new competitor when you do the project when you was there in Cachagua, or all of the project was like perfect.
Okay, sorry, sorry. Can you repeat?
About the new competitors, there is something so important. When you realize your project when you was in Cachagua, it appears some new competitor there,
No.
or
No, they realized that my salary was good, and they tried to form another one, but they another people they were not successful because I have a lot of teams, and they realized that they does not have a lot of teams. But they tried to do it in February, and I think that another league formed in February, but less with lesser teams. But this was I realized that with more competition is not worth doing all the work.
I think that from start a business in the beach, there are some barriers, some regulations, and something that can limit the entrance of new competitors. Do you have a deal with the local municipal municipal?
With the city hall, you have to ask for some
papers?
papers, thanks, that they support you with your project, and this is these papers does not give to anybody. You have to be present your project. You have to be very meticulous and present it very well, so they can give you. So these papers doesn't give it does they doesn't giving to anybody.
Okay, and it's too much in start investors in inversion, or do you start with a little and in the process you were fund with the earnings?
So the invest are very simple. You have to buy the balls. You have to buy some T-shirts. You have to pay the referees or the beach, but it's not a very high invest.
Yeah, okay.
Um, Now, talking about taking in account the help you give, the fund you give to the all the people. Do you think that your project was successful? Was money successful? You help the people. What do you think about it?
I think it was a very successful project because I earn money and I have a good time. It was not I was not having a bad time uh, doesn't want to be there to do that things. And I think my clients have a good time also, and that's for I think this was a good project for me and a good project for my clients because the money is worthy and my time was worth it.
And finally, what do you think are the keys to have a successful project?
Uh, the keys just to have a successful project they are mainly to have a good relations with the clients and they very ordered, very and have a very good way to take your the things that you're doing.
A good organization.
A good organization. But thanks.
Well, Pelayo, thank you for your time. We appreciate all the information that you gave us, and it will help us a lot. So,
Pelayo,